Good evening. The special meeting of the Board of Directors of Apex Manufacturing Corporation is called to order. Will the corporate secretary please call the roll?
Director Tam Errol,
Here.
Director Cindy Flores, here. Director Hamir Sambial,
Here.
Director Joe Kalim, here. Director Raihana Salim Makauyag, here. Director Clarice Suarez, here. Chairperson, all 6 directors are present. We have a quorum.
A quorum being present, this meeting may proceed. Will the secretary please read the call of the meeting?
A special meeting is called for May 18, 2026, 3 p.m., Collaboration Room, Central Services Building, Davao City. The purpose? To determine whether to file a petition for corporate rehabilitation or proceed with voluntary liquidation.
The chair recognizes the Chief Financial Officer for the financial report.
Directors, I will be brief and honest. Over the past 18 months, these corporations suffered severe losses, declining exports, rising costs, and the failed expansion that alone cost us 180 million pesos. Our total liabilities is 850 million pesos. We have defaulted on our bank obligations. Liquid assets stand at 120 million pesos, nowhere near enough to cover what is due. The corporation is insolvent, both on paper and in cash flow.
Is there still a business to save, or are we just liquidating a corpse?
The insolvency is financial, not operational. Production lines are running. We have active contracts with 11 clients. A structured rehabilitation plan can restore viability within 24 months.
24 months is a long time to be wrong again.
That point will be addressed in deliberation. The chair now recognizes legal counsel.
Under Republic Act 10142, the Financial Rehabilitation and Insolvency Act of 2010 or FRIA, an insolvent but operationally viable corporation may file a petition for corporate rehabilitation. Once filed, the court may issue a stay order suspending all creditor enforcement actions immediately. That is the protection the law offers, breathing room to reorganize. The alternative is voluntary liquidation. The corporation dissolves, assets are sold, the business ends permanently.
So the stay order is triggered on filing, not after months of proceedings.
Correct. It can issue within days of a complete filing, immediate protection. On fiduciary duties, every director owes a duty of care, informed, prudent decision-making, and a duty of loyalty, acting in the corporation's best interest. In insolvency, you must also consider creditor interests. Then, the trust fund doctrine requires it. Whatever you decide tonight, decide on facts, in good faith, and document your reasoning. That is your protection under the business judgment rule.
The floor is open for deliberation. Director Flores.
This corporation employs 800 people, 800 families. We have a viable business. Liquidation is not a solution. It is a surrender. I will not vote to give up on 800 people without even trying.
Try with that, Director Flores. We are 850 million in debt. The banks are already out our door. You want to file a petition and hope creditors cooperate with our assets bleed out every single day? That's not a plan. That's a prayer.
And liquidation is a guarantee of failure. Liquidate today, every one of those 800 employees loses their job tomorrow. Is that the legacy this board wants?
If rehabilitation fails 6 months from now, and it very well might, those same 800 gets terminated anyway. Except by then, there is nothing left to pay for their separation. You are not protecting them, Director. You are gambling with them.
Order Director Kalim.
Let us talk about what creditors actually want: maximum recovery. In liquidation, secured creditors get cents on the peso. Unsecured creditors gets nothing. In successful rehabilitation, creditors recover in full over time.
The stay order protects assets immediately. If the business is viable, rehabilitation is better for our creditors. This is not emotion. This is not gamble. This is a math.
The math only works if the plan succeeds, Director Kalim. This company already lost 180 million on optimistic projections. Now you want creditors to trust another set of optimistic numbers?
Only the expansion failed, but the core operations did not. 2 of our 3 banks have expressed a willingness to restructure. Asset disposals can generate 95 to 120 million pesos in fresh liquidity. This is not a wish, it is a plan.
Willingness to restructure is not a signed agreement, Ms. Paslangan.
I raised concern about the expansion in 2024. I asked for an independent review. I was outvoted, and here we are. I am frustrated, but I cannot choose liquidation when the law gives us a fighting chance.
And I will only support rehabilitation, but only if this board commits to an independent audit and a proper oversight committee. That is non-negotiable.
Director Macauyag's conditions are prudent and will be part of our resolution. Director Sambial, final word.
I have heard the arguments. I am not unmoved, but I will not vote against my judgment to avoid conflict. This plan is built on projections, unconfirmed bank cooperation, and a court process we cannot control. Voluntary liquidation gives creditors more certainty. I vote no. And I will have that dissent on the record.
As will I. My dissent is principled, not disruptive. If this plan shows early signs of failure, I will move to call a special meeting.
The chair will now entertain formal motions.
I move that Apex Manufacturing Corporation authorize the filing of a petition for corporate rehabilitation before the appropriate special commercial court pursuant to Republic Act number 10142, and that the chairperson and authorized officers be empowered to negotiate with creditors and execute all necessary legal documents.
I second the motion.
Move and seconded. This motion requires a majority vote. 4 or more affirmative votes. Corporate Secretary, please conduct the vote.
All in favor of filing a petition for corporate rehabilitation, please raise your hand. 4 in favor, all opposed. 2 opposed, 0 abstentions.
The motion carries. 4 in favor, 2 opposed. The motion is approved.
Board Resolution number 2026-15, whereas Apex Manufacturing Corporation is insolvent with total liabilities of approximately 850 million pesos and has defaulted on its bank obligations. Whereas the corporation's core operations remain viable with active client contracts and rehabilitation is determined to be feasible. Whereas the corporation is entitled to seek protection under Republic Act number 10142, the Financial Rehabilitation and Insolvency Act of 2010. Now, therefore, be it resolved that Apex Manufacturing Corporation is authorized to file a petition for corporate rehabilitation before the appropriate special commercial court. Resolved further that the chairperson and authorized officers are empowered to negotiate with creditors and execute all necessary documents. Resolved further that an independent audit of the failed expansion project shall be commissioned and an executive oversight committee shall be established to monitor rehabilitation implementation.
I, Hamir Sambial, formally register my dissent from Board Resolution number 2026-15. The plan relies on projections this company has already failed to meet. Bank cooperation is not guaranteed. Delay reduces with what creditors can recover. I believe voluntary liquidation would have been the better path. My compliance with this resolution is assured, but my dissent stands on the record.
The dissents of Director Sambral and Director Suarez are recorded in the minutes.
I register the same. The execution risk of this plan is unacceptably high. I will abide by the majority's decision, but if this plan shows early signs of failure, I will move to reconvene.
We disagreed tonight, sharply at times, but every one of us discharged our fiduciary duty. We are informed, deliberate, and honest. To those who voted in favor, the real work begins now. To those who dissented, your voices made this process more rigorous. If there are no further matters, this special meeting of Board of Directors of Apex Manufacturing Corporation is hereby adjourned.
Pareho silang sense, pareho silang sense, pero like, hindi na sila pareho ganun script.
Stop. This corporation employs 800 people, 800 families. We have a viable business. Viable.
Si Flores ang siya. Kita nila. Ito ah.
Sige daw.
Okay.
Sige, try daw. 1, 2.
Tanong sila ha. Tanong sila. May second the vote.
Under Republic Act 10142, the Financial Rehabilitation and Insolvency Act of 2010 or FRI, ang tanong mo mo, diba?
Go.
Directors, I will be brief and honest. Over the past 18 months, these corporations... Sorry.
Protects our assets immediately. If the business is viable, it is better than to... Wala ko. Pwede raw din sa...
Siya,
Oh.
i-front saya din. I-front sa...
Basta ipakita na nag-hear mo, ano lang.